Welcome to my journey through the Bible. This will be applications you can apply to your life and a little more in depth about the chapter. We are in Deuteronomy 21, verses 1 through 23. Now, murder was a very serious crime. And if there was no one to say I did it, or no one to witness that somebody had done something, then the only way to prove that you were not involved was to hurry up and wash your hands clean of this action. And then in doing this, you were doing the right thing in the sight of God, and then you were visually showing to other people you were not involved in any way in this murder. Now, generally, and especially in this time, not only the person, but the whole city, the whole nation was responsible for anything that happened in their city. If there was a death, the whole city could get repercussions from it. And that is why it was so important for the elders to act very quickly and fast with proving that they had nothing to do with it or didn't know anything about the murder. And today, we should be willing to help our neighbors. We should be willing to get involved and stop any harm, physical, social, morally, that is going on in our communities. And you've heard that saying, it takes a village to raise a child. But sadly, most people don't even know their neighbors. They don't go out of their way to meet them or see what needs they have. And then, of course, if you're not even willing to meet your neighbors, then how are you going to get involved when something is going wrong? How are you going to be able to help them? And God says, what I have given you, no man can take away. So God has given us an inheritance that is ours for the taking. So be sure that you value this right, this inheritance that God is offering to you, to his children. Now, it says stubbornness and rebellious is usually doesn't allow room for us to grow in our faith. And I have searched through the Bible, and I have not found anywhere in the Bible where it says that a child was stoned because they were being stubborn or being rebellious. Now, there is a story of a child that wanted their inheritance early. They wasted it away, and they came back home with nothing. And the father welcomed his son back with open arms. And sometimes, as parents, this is what we have to do. If our children are rebellious and they will not listen to us and they just want to do their own thing, sometimes we have to let go and we have to give it to God. And then we have the hopes that eventually our child will come back home and we can welcome them back with open arms. And as parents, we want to protect our children, and we bend over backwards doing numerous of things to keep them safe. But if they are so rebellious that they're just not going to listen to us, they're going to cause more problems in the home or even be physical with their parents, then we have to allow them to go out on their own. We have to allow them to make their own mistakes. And then as parents, we have to pray that God will bring them back to their roots, bring them back to what they've been taught. And, we have to let our children go and let God do what he does best. God can let our children learn hard lessons, but keep them safe in the process. So again, let go, let God have them, let God do what he does best, and he will take care of his children. May God be with you in everything and in every way.